Matt, just the decision to just keep the starters on offense in for one series.
Yeah, that was just a decision. Yeah, we're gonna play in between 5 to 10 plays. I think they got 7 or 8 plays, so they played that one drive. Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but you know, that was what we went in with. You know, thinking probably 10 is the max, and they're right there at 7. So got some live reps for them, and wanted to get Will in there and the rest of the guys.
Now you're down there at the goal line. What's sort of the discussion with you and Joe, and maybe you had it before the game, in terms of how much you want to show there versus trying to punch the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna run our base stuff. We didn't have the goal line packages out there, and all those different things. We're trying to save our tight ends a little bit because we knew we were gonna play the whole game, and so they only have 6 of them. So just ran plays. Again, we want our guys to get their pads down. We want Chuba to try to run through some contact and go score. So it's not really something where we're game planning it and trying to be tricky. We're trying to run good old-fashioned football plays and get in. And so we threw the one pass, but even on 4th and 1 in the season, maybe that's a run pass option or something. But right now we're trying to establish, can we get that yard or not? We didn't get that yard tonight, so that's something that we have to improve upon as a team.
Any impressions of Will that stand
out? Yeah, I mean, I thought Will did a nice job, pushed the ball down the field, made some big throws. Unfortunately, he had some checks in the protection game that hurt him, and kind of had to get rid of the ball. Looked like it was. I have to watch the tape, but it looked like it was. He made some big throws down the field. Or at least that one, I guess. So I have to go back and watch it. I thought he had good poise out there, and thought Terrace did a couple good things out there. So there were some really, there were some signs of good football out there.
What do you think ailed you the most in the second half moving the football?
Ailed us the most. Honestly, just not moving it. Just couldn't kind of get a first down. Couldn't really protect. Couldn't really get open versus man coverage. Never could. And that really spiraled towards the defense. Right, then the defense was out there for 6, 7, 8 plays. So, we were able to convert some plays, or at least some first and second down plays in the first half, and have some longer drives. Really probably should have scored. 14 or 17 or 13 at least points in the first half. The second half, just couldn't get the ball moving.
In Sam's very brief amount of time, how did you think he did?
Good. I thought hung on the one. It wasn't open right away, but he knew it was going to be open. He trusted Robbie. He found a way to get the ball to him. Made all the right checks, and then I think Joe called a play action pass down there. It wasn't open. He threw the ball away. So kind of some of the things that we're looking for him to do. Live to play another play. So. It was just a chance for him to get out there and get his feet wet, get those guys out there. I liked our operation. We were quick. We'll get him out there a little bit more next week.
Having said that about not having a game plan in for the red zone.
No, I didn't say that. No, I said I'm saying we're not trying to be tricky. I'm saying I don't want to make it sound like that. We work. Those coaches worked hard. They just are trying to keep it very base. We don't want to show like, hey, here's our double reverse this. Here's our trick play that. So I just want to make sure that comes across right out there, soundbite wise.
What's your level of confidence? Has this team improved? Because that was an area of emphasis, I guess, to get better than that this year.
Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot better. But at the end of the day, it comes down to results, right? So it's 2 games in a row we haven't been great in the red zone or on third down. So, we'll just have to continue to see where we are with it. But
I'm sorry, could you use a fullback?
Yeah,
I know you've had a couple at camp.
Yeah.
Is that some position you'd like to fill?
If we find the right one. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about Chuba's game tonight and what he's done so far through camp and a couple of games?
Yeah, Chuba's he's like all rookies, right? He's had a couple of good plays. Made a nice play on the screen, had a couple nice runs. Also put the ball on the ground. So rookies can be up and down, so we want to build on the positive and we want to try to eliminate the negative. So, you can't put the ball on the ground and continue to play at this level. But he has shown some explosiveness, and he's a hard worker. Played on the special teams as well. So I think he'll only just continue to get better.
Matt, another miss for Joey tonight. At what point do you start to become more concerned about him, or do you still have as much confidence in him?
No, it's like everything else. You have to produce, and so far Joey has not produced at the level we need him to. So I think he'd be the first guy to say that. We have to find a way to get over that hump with him.
Matt, Frankie, who seemed to have a good game today, what have you thought about how he's done so far through camp in these first 2 preseason games?
Well, he didn't play much in the first preseason game. He had the one pressure off the edge and made a nice play. Looked like he made some contact plays today. The biggest thing is he punches the ball out. He plays with tremendous intensity, and got the ball out today. So it seems like he's a difference maker so far in these first two games in terms of, some key plays, some wow plays. So we'll continue to try to find ways to get him on the field.
One more?
Do you have a plan for how much Sam and the starters will play next week?
Yeah, we probably won't say it yet, but we're hoping it's up around a half, depending on how everything is. So if it's less than that or more than that, then so be it. But
I think that's important now to get him a good, solid half of football.
I don't want to say half. I said like that. That's my hope, but I think he needs to play some. I thought he needed to play tonight. Didn't want to put him too much out there without Robbie and DJ and Johnny, but I thought the other guys filled in. Dennis did a nice job. Robbie, was able to get a couple plays in there, and the two joint practices were tough. These guys answered the bell and they went out there and they played tonight, which was great. So, hopefully next week we'll be in a little bit more rested of a state, even though it is only 6 days, and I'll be able to play a little bit more. So hopefully around a half, but again, that could always change.
Last question from Atlanta.
Is Miller a long-term thing? Is there anything he's dealing with?
Nah, he should be back this week.